Taehyung's and Yusrum, you were sitting on the bed waiting for your husband. Nearly 10 minutes passed and you was hungry. You didn't have your dinner yet as usual. You wanted to wait for him. You was glancing at the clock and then the food tray which is on the side table. Your hands were scared as you were 5 months belly. You baby, we wait for dad, okay? You answered the baby which was starving like you. You pouted and felt sad seeing your husband was late. He was able to lie down, but in sudden your lips kept the most beautiful smile. You was seeing him walking and wearing his best coat and his white shirt. Dang, don't tell you haven't eaten your meal set. You showed him a baby face hoping for some message. Dang, you are pregnant now. You shouldn't neglect your health. It is not good. He sit beside you on the edge of the bed. You, Dang, since we married, I never eat before you and not even in future. I will always wait for you. Doesn't matter how long you will take time to come back. He gave you a weak smile. Taehyung, I'm sorry, I know I am late. You know that no and hold his hand. You don't have to, Taehyung. You are only late for 10 minutes. While since I am pregnant, you always come back home early, so I won't be complaining for this 10 minutes. You blindly trusted him without asking where he went and the reason he was late. For you, all that doesn't matter as long as your husband is here with you. Taehyung, now come, let's eat. He took your plate and started to feed you. You was munching deliciously. How is this, baby? He looked at your swell belly. You find just missing his child like me. He kissed your cheek and looked deep in your eyes. The only he could see was love, concern, and trust. You was too innocent to believe that your husband backstabbing you. Taehyung, let me freshen up. He kept the plate on the side table and called Jaina to take the plate out. He made you lay on the bed and covered you with the wet. Taehyung, I will be out in few minutes. You know it. Taehyung came out from the bathroom wearing his pajama and purple shirt. He placed the towel on the recliner and it on the bed beside his beautiful wife. He closed the dim light. That's when he could feel some soft hands roaming on his body. He knew who it was. He turned and met your gaze. The moonshine was enough for him to see you. Taehyung, you was hesitant to ask. He held your hand in his and bring near to his hips. Sit back gently. Taehyung, it is not good for you, straight. He touched your belly and made you understand. You just nodded and turned on the other side, feeling you were unwanted. You were so silent, being sensitive during your pregnancy chat. He could hear your sobs, and that really irritated him. He leaned near you and softly pulled your body, crushing on his heart chest. You hardly closed your eyes. His hand was caressing your belly softly. He nuzzled his nose on your neck from behind. Taehyung, he called with his husky voice. You, I'm tired, I want to sleep. You pretend even you was fully awake, but it wasn't easy to fool him. Taehyung, I want you the way you want me, but for the baby's sake, I'm denying it. You hold your soap sign. Let him know you was crying, but he was way too sharp than you. Taehyung, if we make out, will you able to handle? He whispered in your ear. Tell now. He kissed your neckline. He made you turn and look at your face under the moonlight. Your eyes were closed and he could see a tear on your cheek. He wiped your tear with his thumb. You open your eyes and meet his intense gaze. You don't feel like loving me because I'm not good at anything, cried in sudden. He was shocked hearing this. He didn't know you might made your own speculation regarding his gender. Telling you it is not like that. I'm just stopping because you are pregnant. There is nothing to do with your physical changes of your weakness and weight. I didn't marry to you over your arm, made you fulfill my desire. He cupped your cheek and made you understand. While he needed a good wife to present to the world and mark to his only but morals and hookers, he don't find any qualification for them to be his wife. As many old need a good wife doesn't matter, they are qualified enough for those. Now stop crying. He captured your lips and gently started to kiss you. You was respond with equal passion. You open your mouth and let him enter your mouth and lick at every corner of your lip. His hand were undressing your cloth. You was stunned seeing him reacting as he already did. They pulled back for the kiss and looked into each other as saying, I'm doing this only because of you. I don't want you to feel unwanted, even you are the most wanted and precious for me. But promise me you won't pressure or stress your body. Do everything calmly or one wrong step might harm the baby and I don't want you to face any complication in your delivery. You was lost of words to praise your husband. Today your love increased more for him. You could see more concern and care in those brown eyes for you. You nodded weakly and again him to continue. He opened your nightgown and opened his own class and kissed you softly and sensually on your sensitive part. You moaned in pleasure. He teased you literally and made you carved him and he laid down the bed and made you sit on his stomach. He entered you carefully for a moment, he eased in pain and he already stopped you and made you look at deep breath. Once you have adjusted this, you started to move and pleasure yourself and your husband, but today he could feel his baby in you. It was so blissful. Both of them reached the peak of their love making when he poured out his life. You fell on his chest due to tiredness and your eyes were closing. He made you lay on the bed due to the pressure you was putting on your belly. He covered you with the quilt and kissed your forehead. Your breath was still irregular. He hugged you and tried to soothe you before the slumber took over them. Time skips. Next morning. You open your eyes and only to find the bed beside you was empty and your eyes got enough. You sit on the bed and wrap the bedsheet on your body. The loving scene was still fresh in you. You smiled, letting a flash run over your face. You started to read the notes which been kept by your husband. Tiang, I have to leave early. I have a meeting to attend. We'll return in few hours. You smile boldly, thinking you might have some time to spend with him. You walk towards the bathroom, holding the bedsheet. After taking shower, you come out and dress yourself. You apply some gloves on your lips and color below your eyes. You doesn't have to apply ton of makeup just to make you look beautiful. That's when the maid knocked your room and you signed them to walk in. You saw Jaina walking in and asked you. Jaina, you ma'am, do you have any clothes to send for laundry? You give some which already in the basket. Jaina walked out, looking you around and informed you that your breakfast is ready. But suddenly something hit your mind and you slapped your forehead as you already forgot your husband cloth which been hanged by him in the bathroom while you couldn't chase Jaina as she must move faster than you. You thought of taking by your own as you was going downstairs to have your breakfast. You marched towards the bathroom and brought out the clothes. You kept them on the bed and started to check the pockets before you hand over the laundry. After you were satisfied checking the glass, you was about to walk out from the room, but your eyes was magnifying single stick stains on your husband's shirt. You held the shirt and bring it near to your eyes and examine carefully. You were sure you didn't place any lipstick mark on his shirt last night while he went to change after feeding you. Whatever happened was after that. Then this lipstick mark. Your eyes were welled up, thinking your husband might have someone else in his life. You sit on the bed as your knees were getting weaker. You cried your heart out and tried to reach the uncomfortable conclusion, and you couldn't find anyone. The room door opened, and you saw your husband walking in. You were surprised seeing him this early. The moment he saw you, his open eyes popped out, seeing tear drenched your cheek. He rushed towards you and kneeled in front of you. Taehyung cupping your face. What happened? You waved his hand from you. He was surely taken aback, seeing your reaction. Do you have any other woman in your life rather than me? He was shocked beyond words. He don't understand. Why did you suddenly ask this? And what made you so? Why you were quite young? Silence is killing me. You cried out, seeing him root on the place without even looking in your eyes. You could feel he is hiding something from you. Taehyung consoling himself. Who told you all this? Trying to hint. You, no one told me. I found this lipstick mark on your shirts and it wasn't mine. You showed him this shirt and there he clearly saw those stains which been given by the. He took a deep breath and he know what he should do now. Taehyung, you believe all this then me? He shot you a question which was very hard for you to answer. You, Taehyung, I've been interrupted. Taehyung, just answer me. You believe all this more than me? You nodded a no vaguely. Then why are you crying for this? He wiped your tear. He was here to take his fill, but somewhere he was grateful as he reached here before it's too late. But what is this mark do on your shirt, innocent Taehyung? I went club last night for finalizing a deal and it was covered. I didn't notice when did this mark lay on my shirts. He created a big lie just to make you stay in the darkness. Taehyung, you trust me, right? You hugged him and rested your chin on his shoulder. I trust you more than my life, Taehyung. He signs in relief, hearing these words of yours, since he is taking advantage of your innocence and your trust, which is more useful for him. But those trusts are becoming vitamin mind poison in your life. He thought to try to control himself from now on. Time skips 3 months later. 3 months passed and now you are in 8th month. You was having some difficulty to walk as your legs wasn't as same shape it is used to be. It was swelled. Your belly also started to form and visible to everyone. Right now you've been pampered a lot by your husband. He always forced you this and that and your loves from him has reacted on much sides where you can't believe anyone rather than your husband. Taehyung also this 3 months didn't go to any girl for wedding. He is controlling so much when someone tried to set him. You thought of calling him as it was 5 p.m. and he might be in office. The mobile was ringing and he wasn't answering. You called, you tried several times and finally it been answered. You was about to say hello, but the female voice from the other end shocked you towards the death. Your lips were troubled as this was the first time some girl answered his call. After some time, he reached his house and started calling you. Jaina was the one who came and approached him. She was clueless, seeing her chief screaming for his wife. Taehyung, where is you? She pointed her finger to the upstairs. He ran and climbed the stairs as fast as he could. He pushed the room door and there he found you crying at the corner. He took small step toward you and kneeled down before you. He was about to touch you, but you moved your head. Taehyung, you called you softly. Taehyung, you were lying to me, right? Your tea was drenched your cheek. He nodded in no as he was in. Taehyung, you just give me some space to explain everything. He tried to touch your hand, but you wasn't letting him. You just answer me once, Taehyung. Did you sleep with her? His eyes popped up. Taehyung, no. You then why she answered your call? Who is she and what was she doing with you? You wiped your tears and sit on the recliner. You wasn't able to stand for long. He too seated on the coffee table in front of you. Taehyung, you, she is my client. I was in pantry and my mobile is in my cabin. It was ringing and she answered it. That's it. He made you understand in simple way. You looked in his eyes and he don't tear rolled you on the cheeks. You, are you lying to me, Taehyung? He frowned, his eyes frowned. He wasn't understanding why you wasn't trusting him these times. He came here knowing you called him and client answered the call. She tell that you suddenly cut the call without telling anything, so he hurriedly came here. Taehyung, why would I lie to you? I love you. Your tea wasn't even started to shed for each passing minute. It was just continue and continue. You are flirting with some girl. I heard it. You hear some girl is flirting with him and seduce talk. But there are some of his bedmates coming to him sometimes and try to seduce, not knowing the stop at the top. He started to look here and there when his words being caught by you. He didn't know what to say and he didn't know what you heard also. He hold your hand and made you look at him. Taehyung, you it. waved his hand from him and stood up. He was moving backward. What are you going to lie to me, Taehyung? What excuse you are going to create? I saw many of your controversy in news headlines, but I never asked you because I understand you was in fashion field and it is part of your job, and the trust I was having for you was very precious for me and you. You cried your heart out, you moved out from the room, and that's when he called you from behind. Taehyung, I will tell that girl to explain everything to you. It wasn't what you are thinking. There were only little confusion. He lied again as he knew he can bribe that girl and manipulate the facts. I don't want to hear anything. I am having some feeling that you are doing something in my back. Just tell me you wasn't doing anything. You was in dilemma. You just want an assurance that your husband was only belong to you. Taehyung, I swear I am not doing anything. He deadly uttered the word swear without any fear. He didn't want to lose you. If you use the one word you can gain your trust, he would willingly utter the word again and again. You were just standing numbly at the place and he took step towards you. You hiccup your cheeks and look in your eyes. You swollen eyes and your red cheek was only showing you was in pain and brutally pain. He hugged you sideways and kissed your temple. You so badly in his embrace. You weeping. I was scared. I thought you have some other girl and you don't want me in your life. I can't share my husband with anyone, Taehyung. My husband is only mine. If you ever treason my love, Taehyung, I will kill myself and our baby too. I would never give you a chance to even seek for an apology. He hold you tightly in his embrace. Your word was terrified and you really meant each and every word you speak. Young, I am only yours, you, not anyone else. Never say this again, never. He cared you well and started to think something really deeply, their future, their life, and their unborn baby. Time skips after few days hospital. Taehyung was sitting in the waiting room waiting for his turn. That's when a lady wearing uniform come and approached him. Lady, Miss Kim, you can get in now. He nodded and walked in the cabin. Doctor's cabin. A lady, late 40, was seated on her respective chair. He came forward and had an formal handshake. Taehyung, good afternoon, Dr. Mehra. He seated on the chair behind him. The doctor started to learn his reports and all his written updates which he given. Doctor, so what you hear, King Taehyung? Asked in between reading his file. Taehyung, I have written everything clearly and I am here for your help. The doctor lifted her gaze and looked at him. Doctor, reason? Taehyung, my wife Kim you. She purposely asked the reason as she read that he was still in relation even after his marriage. It was true, he wanted to join that too for his wife. He wanted to change himself and be a faithful husband. Control himself these 3 months, but still he wanted to consult doctor because in future also he don't want that weakness come in his way again. Doctor, what made you attract to girls? She started her counseling section. Taehyung replied shortly as he believes it is an drug for him. He needed regular doses. Doctor, in a week, how many times you had intimacy? He started to think and replied randomly. Taehyung, 15 to 20? That really shocked the doctor. She can see on what term his addiction was on. It would surely take plenty of time for him to recover fully. He really need to work hard only if he wanted to change his behavior. But faith will never live without challenging his intention and his willingness to change to be faithful husband and his sin.